Russell asks, is there a place for third-party tools such as Appium in the mobile testing space, given native solutions, Android, Espresso, and iOS XUI test cut out a third-party dependency? So you may have covered this before, but is there a place for third-party tools?
Like place in terms of service that.
So it sounds, if I'm interpreting this question correctly, I think Russell is saying, what's the point of Appium now if we've now got Android Espresso and XUI test, the native solutions? Why do we need something like Appium? Is there any point?
Again, it really depends who's writing the tests and if you get support by the developers. We had this issue also in one of our teams that like a couple of years ago we introduced Calabash on iOS and Android in that teams, and then the developer said, "Oh, why do we need now to write? I don't know. We used back then Ruby. Why do we need to write Ruby code now? I want to write Swift or Objective C. Let's stick to the native tools." We said, "Okay, go with the native tools." And do you know what happened? Nothing. So they wanted to work on the native tools using their own programming language, but they didn't do anything about it. So that we said, okay, let's go to one central tool that we, from the testing community, could support, could help you in getting better. And that's why we extracted generic stuff to a library and so forth, and helped the developers to get into the new tooling. And in the end, it worked out quite well. Again, if you have let's say only an iOS app, for example, if you're developing, why not go with XUI test? Might be the right way to go, right? Because you never know what Apple is doing with all the testing APIs in the next iOS 14 release. Maybe they cut out Appium or something like that. And then you have another issue to solve. And the same for Espresso, right? I mean, go for Espresso if you are happy with it, and if you only want to test on Android, go for it. But if you have really strong interference between products and features on both apps, Appium might also be the solution, because you can unify things and speed up things as well, save time in the end. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think Connor's kind of covered what I was going to mention in the comments there. I was wondering, is there a difference in performance? Do you know, if you know, between Appium and the native tools?
Installing Appium was pain in the ass at some point. Actually, performance-wise, you mean from the test execution?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Espresso is quite fast, I would say. In terms of Appium needs quite some time to ramp up, get everything going and then start testing. Espresso is quite fast. But Espresso is also not a really end-to-end mobile test tool, I would say. It's rather to test single activities. You open an activity, go to that activity, and test that all the UI input fields are there, working the same way you want to have it. So maybe in Espresso, you could use it in combination with the mocked API. Might be really powerful. So this is quite fast. XUI test, I haven't noticed any difference.
Okay.
But I also did not stand there with a stopwatch or did some programming in between and said, okay, let's measure the execution time. No, I haven't done this yet.
Okay.
But maybe try and error. Maybe make a small test project where you add the 3 same test cases and execute once with Appium, XUI test, and Espresso, and see what works best for you.
That sounds like a challenge, testing community. Which one is faster?